Hey friends, welcome back to The Sipping Bird. Today's episode, we are going to do the champagne cocktail. This cocktail was believed to be originated in 1861. Pretty old, pre-prohibition to be exact. Apparently, the rumor about this one is that it was created as a drink during the time of mourning Prince Albert. Whether or not that's true, nobody knows. So without further ado, let's get right into it. We have champagne brandy, sugar cube, Angostura bitters, which are right here. I like to put a little bit of my Angostura bitters in a dropper just because you'll see why. So this champagne flute has been pre-chilling, as all cocktail glasses should be, unless they are warm like a hottie toddy. Let's get this ice out because we need to build this drink in the glass. That basically means we're creating it right in the glass. That ice right out, including the water. Yes, and you heard that right. We're using a sugar cube, although that sounds a little antiquated, but for 1861, it's pretty timely. So 1 sugar cube, I'm gonna go right in here. I'm gonna take this nice champagne flute, pre-chilled again, and we're going to drop that sugar cube right at the bottom. Next, we're gonna douse this in 2 to 3 dashes of Angostura bitters. Hence why this dropper is perfect for this sort of thing. So we're gonna get 2 to 3 drops. They say dashes, so I can do maybe 3 to 4 drops because dashes are a little bit more than drops. I'm just going to drop that right on the sugar cube. Some people will drench the entire sugar cube in Angostura bitters. In my opinion, that might be a little overpowering. Angostura bitters, as the name implies, are bitters. And so they're made with a lot of herbs and sort of like cloves and anise and stuff like that. And it's boiled and reduced down with a little bit of alcohol. And it by itself is a little overpowering. So you don't want to overpower your drink in that way. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna add brandy, but we're only going to add brandy to about the level where the sugar cube is. And that's it. There's no measuring here. Every sugar cube is different. I personally prefer to use Demerara sugar cubes, but my local grocery store did not have them. I didn't have time to make them, so I just purchased the regular ones for this time around. So we're just gonna watch this brandy and to right around the edge of the sugar cube. And if you go a little overboard like I did in this case by a smidge, who cares? It's better. Anyway, and that's basically it. All we have to do is add some bubbly, get this drink going and make it come to life. Now in this case, I'm gonna use Cook's. It's fairly reasonably priced. It's not terrible for a sparkling wine. If you want to go all out and get an actual champagne, remember champagne can only be called champagne if it comes from the specific region in France called Champagne. For this episode, I chose to use Cook's. We're just gonna pour that right up onto the top. See, here's the thing. I can either pour a cocktail or just champagne by itself, either always overflowing with the bubbly, or I spill it out of the bottle itself. So either way, it's a lose-lose situation for me, but here it is. I'm not gonna go all the way to the top. Now, what's beautiful about this particular cocktail is that, one, it's classy. This cocktail is opulence. I mean, you look at it, it just looks like it should be served at some beautiful hotel. I can imagine back in that time period being only served for a certain class. But the bubbly just keeps going and the sugar helps that continue to flow. And it just looks, presentation-wise, simply beautiful. So let's taste this right away. Definitely smelling the brandy. Brandy is made from grapes. And, you know, champagne's also made from grapes, so plays beautifully together. Oh my God. This here, this is drinkable. This, I can see myself sipping away and talking and having conversations. And the Angostura bitters adds a tremendous amount of complexity to this drink, depth, because Angostura bitters are rich in those, like I said, anise and clover, cardamom, things like that are in there. So those just amplify the already sort of nuances that you find within brandy and then also within champagne itself. So, and the sugar just gives it that nice touch to be able to just drink these away. Oh yeah, this is a cocktail. A champagne cocktail to be exact. Well guys, that concludes this episode, the Champagne Cocktail, 1861. If you liked what I did in this episode, if you like what I'm doing with my channel, do remember to like this video. Better yet, hit subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification icon so that you can get notifications for my latest content. Also, use the comment section. Leave me a comment. Let me know if you want to see something or if I haven't covered anything, or if you just want to chat about some cocktails. I'm game. Cheers, guys. Oh my God, this is actually really good. Mocha? Friends, mocha. Oh, this is my kitty. Mwah.